Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel Passmark for All, and today is AMD Day. Not very good, huh?
Not really, boss.
AMD beats Nvidia and Intel?
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
I agree with you, but I found something on the internet, or I found something on Igor's lab. So he leaked some benchmarks for the AMD 6800 XT GPU from AMD. And what you can see here right now is that two out of three benchmarks, the AMD graphic card is the winner. Okay, so let's have a look here. Firestrike Extreme 4K, almost 20% faster than the 3080 Founders Edition. Okay, we have to say it correct, because of course the third-party products are slightly faster. But anyway, times by Extreme 4K, I would say 100 to 97. To be honest, it's on pair. There's no difference. So 3% is doesn't matter. Portrait 4K ray tracing, and I'm not surprised about this, that Nvidia is still better in ray tracing than AMD, because it's still, I think Nvidia has more experience with this. But anyway, when we're looking at those charts, then I can actually see that AMD is probably not the great winner or so much faster than Nvidia, but at least on pair, at least on the same level. And just remember, we're talking about the 6800 XT, not about the 6900 XT, okay, from AMD. So it can be, or it will be, that the 6900 XT is slightly faster, of course. So what does it mean for us? Should we wait for AMD? Yeah, absolutely. On the 28th this month, they will announce the new graphic cards. And of course, we should wait for this date, because first of all, you can't buy any Nvidia graphic card at the moment. So what Nvidia did is a paper launch, a perfect paper launch in my opinion. Sometimes you can buy a 3090 on PCK's, Kia or Scorptech, something like this. But again, my opinion, the 3080 is a great graphic card if you can buy it. But on the other hand, we don't know what really this 6800 XT can do. The 3090 Founders Edition or 3090 third-party products from Nvidia are not worth the money, in my opinion, because you pay around twice the money compared to the 3080, and you just have 5 to 10% more performance. So why you want to do this? I have no idea. Really, even you swim in money, or you don't know what to do with your money, no. Don't buy a 3090, okay? It's just wasting money, in my opinion. Anyway, we can see on the charts also that ray tracing is still so we actually believe those charts, okay? And those charts are absolutely real or no fake, okay? So we don't know it, they are just leaks, okay? But let's focus on ray tracing at the moment. So 3080 is still better, around 20% faster than the AMD graphic card. Is this a big deal? I can just speak for myself. So for me, it's not a big deal. Okay, I never seen or never played a game with ray tracing before, because I just have 5700 XT, no ray tracing. But I watched, of course, a couple of videos and comparison videos on the internet. And so far, what I can say, the difference between RTX on and off, it's really just in the frame rate. You know what I mean? You lose so much frames when you turn it on, and you gain so less, in my opinion, okay? But that's really just my opinion. Put something in the comment what you think about ray tracing, and maybe with the upcoming consoles, because all the consoles, Xbox and PlayStation 5, are supporting ray tracing. It can be, of course, that all the games will support ray tracing from now on, and we will have a much better experience. But so far, the 2080 Ti, when they started ray tracing, it was really just, I don't know. It was a nice gimmick, but not a must-have. Absolutely not. With this generation, the performance is better in ray tracing, but I just can't see any game what I like to play in ray tracing, because there are almost none games, or maybe 5, 6, 7 games what supporting ray tracing. So not a big deal. So what I looking more really is a 4K 120 frames graphic card, and in my opinion, it doesn't matter if the graphic card has a green logo or a red logo. I just don't care if it's a AMD or Nvidia. I just like to have the most for my money. That's what I want to have. And of course, I'm happy to spend a little bit more for the better product, of course, yeah. So because this is what we see at the moment with AMD. Everybody was, and now we're changing to the CPUs, okay? Everybody, not everybody, but some people complaining about the new prices from the new AMD processors, and I can just say, hey, if they have the better product over Intel, it's just normal that you raise the prices. Why should AMD always be the cheaper one? Why? If they have the better product, then it's just normal that you raise the prices. And to be very honest, the difference is not that high. We're talking about $50 I think. What is the difference between, let's say, the 3,600 over the 5,600 now? Okay, $50. That's okay. If you can't afford $50, then stop playing computer games. Okay, that's how it is. And or just compare computer parts with a different hobby, like, I don't know, riding a motorbike or whatever. Okay, but that's just my opinion again. Okay. But let's have a look on the new CPUs from AMD, shall we?
Yes! 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 Yes!
And here we are with Passmark CPU mark. And as we know, or as I know, so far as I understood, Passmark was not a really great benchmark for showing the CPU performance, because the let's say it like this, their favorite processor from Passmark is the Intel, okay? But now what we see here at the moment, and I'm really, really happy to see this, to be honest. So the 5600X from AMD is outperforming the 10900k from Intel with for 300 points or whatever. So it doesn't matter, even they're on pair, even they're the same. Look at the price difference here. The price difference is $300 for the AMD and $550 for the 10900k. So this is just crazy, you know what I mean? And wow. Okay, so let's focus a little bit more on the prices. And yes, we know, so it's always a little bit hard to compare launch prices with street prices. I don't know, is it street prices? Anyway, but when I'm looking at the moment on PC case gear, the 10900k is for 1,000 Australian dollars. 1,000 Australian dollars. That's the cheapest one here. We have the 10900k processor, the Avenger edition, for 899. Okay, let's take this. Or let's take this, the 10900KF for 800. Okay, 800 Australian dollars. Okay, 800 Australian dollars. So this is the price what I have to pay for the 10900, and the 5600 will be launched in Australia for around 470 Australian dollars. So it's around half the price. Half the price for a better performance in the single core. Okay, we're talking about a 6-core versus a 10-core. Okay, so of course in multi-thread software benchmarks or whatever, then the 10900 will be still better. But if you're just looking on a gaming processor, 6 cores, in my opinion, right now is still okay. Okay, personally, I wouldn't buy a 6-core anymore. I would go for 8-core. But 5700X, 6 and 12 threads for $470. That's the launch price. So after a couple of months, we're talking about maybe 400, something like this. Over $800 for the 10900k. And we just have a quick look again on the Passmark. So we're outperforming the 10,900k. And this is wow. And of course, we can talk now about the 5,950, which outperforms, wow, that's a great word, outperforms the 10,900k even more. And that's just, oh. Okay, and of course they're asking $800 here. And what is the launch price? Just let me have a look. 1,249 Australian dollars. Again, we're talking about a 16 core processor for just 1,300 Australian dollars. 1,300 Australian dollars for a 16 core processor. That's not much. Okay, so to summarize this year is very, very expensive, okay? Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5, plus a couple of games. I already spent I don't know how much money. Now the new CPUs coming from AMD, which to be honest, I would love to have the 5,950 because of all this rendering and editing and whatsoever. And of course a new graphic card as well. So do I need this? No, of course not. What I need is something to eat and a shelter, but I have this already, okay? So I don't have a 16 core CPU. I like to have this one. Anyway, I don't know what to say. It's just amazing. It's just great this year. Hardware, from the hardware point of view, really, really great. If you're a gamer, if you're a PC gamer, doesn't matter, console gamer, this is such a great year. We're not talking about other stuff, okay? But so far, so good. Okay, in diesem Sinne, that's enough for this video. Thank you very much for watching me. Stay safe and leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, bye.